You need to mount the trophies just like the chap. Once he's there, it should be easy business claiming the ring. I mean, you've killed it. You need to display them in the ruins. That's what's going to draw... Farewell. Thanks for dealing with Lek. Now that this business is over, just give me the ring and I'll give you your payment. Well, after seeing what you did to that troll, looks like there's no fairy tale ending after all. You would make a good traveler. Enjoying it, are you? Good. Now why don't you leave well enough alone? New to the Feylands, ain't you? That aside, it's pretty much common knowledge that we're some of the greatest thieves in the land. Kiss a traveler, be gone with you. Edward's a Scot, but he's true to the cause.
Peachy Keen. Good to know. How's it going? I'll make sure this thing is working okay here. Come on. Load up YouTube. Let's see what we got here. It's working okay here. Yep, there it is. It's working. Lovely. Dadgummit, what the... Didn't get a job offer I really wanted. Keep trying for... Oh, that's good. Then what happened with that one? I don't want to do that yet. Why in the world did they bother to hire you. Or whatever the job was. Did they happen to mention it? I don't know why I'm breaking all this stuff. I remember back when I was doing this in the game on PS3 that this really doesn't help unless you have your detect hidden thingy way up your skill. Otherwise you're just wasting time. You may end up finding some gold or something on the inside, but ultimately there's really no reason to it. At least that's what I remember, unless they changed something in the game. I don't know.
So you met Oathblade Ordura in Gorehart, and you thought you'd join the Warsworn. Well, if you wish to become one of the Order, you will do so with work.
Oh gosh, I'm not going through all this dialogue. There's so much lore and story in this game that I'm just gonna read through it quick and then zoom through it like I had been.
With our best call to the front, our numbers here are...
It's such a shame they have a monster in the game called brownies, and it makes me, well, makes me think bad about the actual dessert brownies.
Then that wasn't enough. So they named me Ancient of War.
You do have the game, actually. I mean, remember the game that I had got you guys, like, way back, I don't know, what was it, the beginning of this year or something? We all went out to Walmart, and I got it for you guys. I think it was, what, like $10 or something like that? It works on the 360 and also the Xbox One. So, you have the game. You just have to use the 360 to play it, you know, until you get this one, if you want to. No, it's on all previous generation consoles. It's on PC 360 and PS3. I got you guys the 360 version. Well, it works on Xbox One also, but you also have the 360. It works on 360s.
3 Warsworn keeps to each a Castellan, and include it has been centuries since the war.
I mean, I can understand wanting to.
And we are paid to fight there.
I can understand wanting it on here so you can like stream it and trophies and whatnot and all that stuff, but
even as our still we have not wavered in our creed. Don't get any big ideas. Hirelings earn good pay for standing. In fact, there is a patrol sitting out shortly. 10 years ago. Now the war is in a standoff. A merchant group has retained us to discover travel to Dyden Hill and meet a fellow. Then report to Warden's Bridge. You and a crew of other. I can make you a hireling. However, you are not truly of our order until, though he is only a hireling, he has cares of a personal nature. But find hireling, then join the patrol in Lorca Rain. Good. Off you go.
I remember a lot of this stuff from the previous game, and the voice acting in it is good, but it just takes too long to get through it, especially with all the lore and everything. I mean, if somebody wants to indulge in that, then so be it. But I'm the type of person where if I could read through it fast, I may or may not pick up on exactly what's going on. But one of the main things about this game really is exploring, and I hate when it zooms in like this when you're inside of areas, because I had the camera pull all the way out when I'm in outdoor areas.
Stop gawking. There are grander things than shouldering. Mind you, it's more than vaulted ceilings. It's about you enter by the Great Hall, where Time Delphic holds talk with common quarters are straight ahead.
If that's the case, she's going to have a whole lot of hours in this.
Castellan's quarters are Castellan of this keep, and Delphic's a wise man. Prefers white fighters, that's what we are. Time Delphic's the Castellan. Speak to... Oh, are you? If all you want is coin, go to the con... And you have their daggers as proof? Yes. Take any job you like from the... On with you.
Oh, level up, yay. Well, to be honest, if you... Considering the fact that you have the base game and all the DLC inside of this, you could be, from what I've heard from people, you could be looking anywhere between 100 to 150 hours. That depends, I guess, on if you do everything and hear everything and, you know, just the whole 9 yards. So I've heard. I don't know how much time I put it into the previous game that I've got on PS3. I can't remember. I've got, I put a lot of time in it, I know that, but I didn't finish everything and do everything that I wanted to do. And considering I pretty much kind of know what to expect out of this, I'm going to aim to do that now. one of the things that's kind of aggravating to me is there was a save that I had that would go and well, it was a quest that I was on, and I didn't finish it, which was some type of arena type challenge thing, which was great because I was like super high leveled and slaughtering everybody. But I think they've actually fixed that, quote unquote, fixed that in this game now, where they have you go and wherever you go, everything's going to be at your level, I think. But I think there's like the loot progression in this is different, like it's more randomized or something, depending on what, I don't know, it's something I was hearing in the reviews. There's like different little tweaks and things that they've done in the game from what I'm hearing from various reviews, but in terms of visuals, it's pretty much the same. Story and killing, all that. Yeah, well, one of the main things about this game that stands out is I want to stop with the persuasion for right now because I don't really need to level that up anymore until my persuasion starts to go down past 95%. I need to focus on leveling something else up, which would probably end up being lockpicking, which would be okay. I remember back when I played this on PS3, I had like every single one of these skills. Well, I didn't have them maxed out, but I had a lot of them like way up in the master section. So yeah, one of the main things that stands out about the game, though, is the combat, which, looking right here, there's 3 different skill trees, and you can mix and match them however you see fit. I don't know if you can max them all out, just doing everything in the game. I'm not sure. But you mix and match and pick and choose whatever suits your playstyle. I mean, I'm trying to go for like a rogue build right now, just for the fact that I like fast daggers, just to start out with, and then I'll probably advance over into like might and sorcery, because I mean, hell, you could be like a you could with that green stuff you see glowing on me right now is giving me the ability to poison anything that I hit, or have a percentage of poisoning, which I already got that all the way up, which I wanted to do. So I have 50% chance to deal 60% poison damage over 5 seconds, and it's a constantly sustaining thing unless you were to turn it off. And say if I were to do that and I wanted to go into sorcery and like throw magic at a distance instead of using like a bow and arrow, I can do that. There's a lot of customization in this in terms of like giving yourself the different types of skills that you want to have and moves and powers and whatnot. And then of course you have the card system where it ends up giving you these various cards that have various different types of stat increases depending on exactly like if you're staying in one tree or going to 2 trees or all 3 trees, skill trees. So yeah, I know that's like the way it is to me. Like today I was going back and playing Wasteland 3, and because there was a patch that came out for it, and I went to start and play it, and everything was fine until I got to another battle, and all of a sudden the damn thing crashed again. I said, fuck this game. I said, the hell with this game until they finally patch this damn thing where it ain't going to crash. This makes the 5th time that friggin' game, the 4th or 5th time the game has crashed on me, and it's a load of bullshit. I mean, I figured that they would have ended up releasing the friggin' patch to fix that, knowing that they knew that that was one of the main problems that was wrong with it. It's just bullshit. I like it, but you can't friggin' play it if it keeps friggin' crashing. It's friggin' stupid. Yeah, I can see like you got the... I just go to the unlocked destinies. There's no sense in going into these because you'll get a lot of them as time wears on that you can utilize and so on and so forth. Because see, there's like a fitness sorcery thing there. Finesse, not fitness, good God. Talking about gym time here, but I don't even look into those until they're already unlocked. I'm probably just gonna stick with that one, obviously. Oh shit, oops, I didn't mean to do that. Yeah, well, this is gonna be the same, so okay. And salamanders, salutators, salutations, so on and so. Let's just take on all the things. Take on all the things. Just take all the things. Thank you.
Greetings.
And salutators. Gosh, what was back here? I wonder if there was like quests to get from
I'm
here.
quartermaster here. I have good war-sworn forged. I remember the time then Oast appeared out of nowhere. It's up to me to see that this ragged lot of stone... Well, Ironfast, by my count, that makes shield ring. That's Fiona, our blacksmith. She forged. Don't mind the bitterness. It's her own... What? That's all?
Take him, put him in good places. Wait, what? Yeah, exactly. I don't even want to bother with this because I ain't put any type of skills in that.
How are you at the blacksmith's craft, boy? Don't answer. Callow, confused, no discipline. Are you happy? I could be. If you were hoping I'd mend something, that's my pupil there. She's bright. All you need know is I'm sworn our skill at the forge is nearest.
I'm kind of wondering if there's a trophy for talking a whole lot with people too, so that's another reason why I'm trying to go. I'm not paying that much gold to get trained. I don't even... It's weird for me. When it comes to me in games, I can't... I understand in RPGs that you deal with skills and different things, and blacksmithing and stuff like that, but I'm not really that kind of person. You know, I've never really... I'm just like, I want to advance myself as a character in terms of special powers and moves and stats and stuff like that. Not so much the fact of going into different types of...
Hireling?
jobs and whatnot, which is terrible for me to think of, but I don't know, I've always been like that. Which is something I need to get over. I mean, Wasteland 3 even showed me that, because it really helps. It's just that sometimes I don't really know exactly where I want to go in terms of skills and moves sometimes. I suppose it's just overwhelming. I'm like, I want to do everything, but I can't. Well, I guess technically I could. I don't know. I can't remember. I don't know what subtle changes they may have made in this game recently. I don't want to go through and break all this stuff because I know if it's what I think it is, I'm not going to be able to get access to anything hidden within them unless I increase my detect hidden skill. Which I remember when I did that back in the first game, there was a lot of stuff that I found by breaking stuff open, finding gold and everything. I had so much friggin' money, it was crazy. It was insane. See, like I just found some there, but that's like once in a blue moon kind of thing. But I mean, it really helps though with jobs and things that you pick out in RPGs. It's just, it's like, where do I start? What do I feel what's best for me in my class? You know, stuff like that. But, which technically in this game everything is, actually. Because Sagecraft allows you to socket gems, which gives you different stat boosts in your armor and your weapons. Blacksmith is obviously creating weapons and armor. Mercantile or merchantile, however you want to say it, deals with, I guess, like getting lower prices and getting more gold back when you sell stuff. Detect hidden is finding hidden items, hidden chests, hidden things like that throughout the game. But let me check again real quick from what the it's not showing me any of that. Okay, well then in that case it'll show me destinies and abilities, but it won't show me what I actually. Okay, well anyways, whenever that pops up again, I reckon I'll mention something about it if it does, in whatever amount of time I'll be doing this.
You're the new recruit. Take my advice. Keep your sword sharp. Don't say what you want. Faye, our children keep has long been a source of tension. Means you're in our pay, scrambling up the rocky slope to... You've met that surly bastard then. You're lucky he didn't twist your pledge shields.
Twist your...
to war. Means you've earned the respect of all. This fortress has been a fixture in the forest for as long as anyone can remember. It was built on the ruins of Forgefire Keep, which was built on the last few stone castellan of this keep and ancient of war, which means he runs, well, you're in. Be proud. And you wish the Warsworn to aid you in this matter? The Fae will not. However, I understand why you've come. I will send several hirelings to Gorhart to speak with Warden.
Thank you.
For now.
That works. But the main story dealing with this game is the fact that you were in a war, you died, your body was dumped in this cave, and you miraculously resurrected, and it has something to do with like the Well of Souls, and there's like this evil type of elves called like the Tuatha Deon. I think that's how it's spelled. It sounds like French or Italian or something. And they're wanting something to deal with the Well of Souls, even though when they die, their essence and whatnot goes back to some other type of essence or source or something, and they're resurrected back again. So I forgot exactly why it was that they were wanting to get into that, but that's kind of like how the startup is with it. And then you're pretty much a fateless one where you're not set to one specific fate, so that's like another reason why you can bounce around so much between the skill trees. And the cards of destiny, and giving yourself different types of stat boosts, which you can go through and switch around at will. You can change around your skills as well. See, I finally zoomed out. I got it. I could zoom it out even farther, and it'll look insanely high, and I'll look incredibly small, but I'm trying to get it at a decent height. But you can go and change your skills when you go to a Fate Weaver, as long as you have the gold to do so, which I may end up doing that at some point. I don't know. You can, as long as you have the gold, you can switch around your skills all you want to, as long as you find a Fate Weaver to do it with.
Step right up and allow yourself the pleasure of my company.
Eat
Today
my ass.
I am offering the people of Yelven a special... What am I offering? You know, a person who makes potions from things like fungal spores and droppings. A person like me.
Okay.
A virtue... It's me. I'm the one looking foolish.
Yeah, you are.
Surely you've heard of him. The most famous travelling potion salesman, the guy I landed on and killed. Knew him, did you? I mean, I'm him. That's me.
Beautiful woman. In fact, I made clear my intentions to woo her. She's the worst of the worst, that one. Honourable, proven, correct. They don't like me. Because they're brute, Castellantine Delphric wants to lock me up. Me? You like that head of yours? Well, if you did, you could end up like those in Canorock.
Yes, Yolven. Quite a pick.
In their prime, they were silk farms, but now the villages are ruined.
Not my first choice of campsites, but better than the alternatives. A potion. His potion, I mean. Maybe I took his coin and drank one of his... I could make potions, tonics, cordials, restoratives. Let's just say before I became Oleander Sinclair, I was less a travelling alchemist and more of a robber of travelling alchemists.
Bobby, what's going on, brother? Sorry I haven't streamed in a while. I guess I just kind of hadn't been in the mood. Fat man. I thought that said man meat for a second. I'm like, whoa, wait a minute. We're getting R-rated in here. Fat man eat book basement. Did your phone or computer go haywire when you were typing that out? It meant it to be something else.
I don't recall the potion's name. No surprise, I can't even remember. Those war-sworn curs likely have one in their keep. I'm not sure. You could make the potion using the proper reagents, but that would require work.
Yeah,
You've got to hurry,
that would
because I'm
require
getting
work,
dumber by the moment.
and
I think there are two
I'm into
ingredients
killing,
that
not
go to the
working.
potion. The Ember
That
Eyes
sounded
and
terrible.
Sky Blossom, reagents you can find hereabouts. They're seeds that smoulder with the heat of a sun-baked stone. Amazing. I have no idea how
Your
I know
dead
that.
cat jumped on the desk and died, no big deal, and he's good now. Is that like Schrodinger's cat, or whatever it is? Schrodinger's cat? What the heck is that theory, or whatever the heck it is? So you had an undead cat jump on the desk and died when it jumped on the desk, but it's fine now. So it's like not dead, it's undead or undead?
Yes, they are very lovely. Flowers they are. Pretty flowers. Listen, it's called that because the white pattern on its blue petals look like clouds in the sky. And I bet it grows around here somewhere. In the forest, I'd wager gold on it. Scour the keep and you'll find something useful.
Okay, I got
wouldn't
you.
believe what? See you soon, mate.
Okay, let's see. What was, wait a minute. So wait, there's something else that's back here that I was supposed to go to, or get, and didn't see? How did that happen? I don't know how that occurred. Wait a minute. Wait, what's going on here with the audio? Okay, all that is up. Okay, I got it. So what in the heck is, what's inside of here that's like wasn't there before but now it's there? After I just go talk to the guy who lost his memory and doesn't know how to make his potions or whatever. what have you. Legally required not to answer any questions that you ask me, and that is totally understandable, sir. It is. I agree. You'll hear from my lawyer. Your dog ate a key. Wow. Well, I guess you just have to wait for him to poop it out, I suppose.
Sworn to war?
Oh, I gotta steal it. Get out of here. Leave. Leave so I can steal this. I've done it before. I remember that in the PS3 version. Key to the house, of all places. Okay, his back is turned. His back is turned. Why would he see me? 65%. Keep walking, sir. How would he see me on the other side of the wall? There's no way for him to be able to see me on the other side of the wall. 15%. Well, that should be fine. See? Oh shit, I should take that too. Ah, there we go, see? You saw nothing. You saw nothing at all. Chocolate to flush it out. Isn't chocolate supposed to be poisonous to dogs? I know we don't give chocolate to our dog. A friend of mine told me, he said, well, he said I feed my dog chocolate a lot and she's fine. I'm thinking, I don't know about the future ramifications of that. So, yeah. I don't know, maybe milk chocolate and dark chocolate are different, or baker's chocolate? I don't know. Speaking of baker's chocolate, when I used to live in a dorm when I was in high school, there was the dean in there. It was a Seventh-day Adventist Christian school, and anytime the dean would ever hear you cuss, he'd give you a piece of baker's chocolate. There was a guy in there who would always get caught cussing all the time, and we were like, dude, you must have like a cast iron stomach or something, because you eat that stuff and it like doesn't even bother you. It's crazy. That never happened with me though, because if I ever cussed, it was always done in privacy.
I'm becoming even dumber than I was before, and I was pretty feeble.
Oh, well, sounds like most of the world today.
I think it's working. Indubitably.
As agreed, here's your payment. You're a real lifesaver.
Not sure if I'll ever quite remember who I am, where I'm from. Probably for... I like to wander. Most in Yolven, a word of warning. Avoid the southern road and...
Nope, I'll be going to that too. So that ain't gonna happen. Wait a minute, what was in the... Did I have any other... Yay! Even though they're stolen, it doesn't matter. Oh, wait a minute. Oops. Crap. I have to get rid of some of this stuff. I know at some point. Sorry. Okay. Okie dokie pokey, where are we going to do the thing? Oh my gosh, it's sending me right back into this cave again where I was at previously. That's another thing, man. I kind of feel like in this game, especially when I was back playing the PS3 version, that I did not want to constantly go inside of these caves to go and just dungeon delve, basically, because it seems like 50% of the time, if not more, I would always have to go back again to go and like retrieve something or get something. I don't even remember if the monsters respawned or not. I can't remember. I don't think that they do, but then again, knowing this is a remaster, and I'm very light on the word of remaster with this, yeah, I'm not sure. I don't know if they changed that or not or what, but I guess we'll find out. I think as long as you kill everything around you, it's gonna stay dead. I think some things respawn in the open world, but I believe that's later in the game. Oh, so he finally healed up then? Well, that's good. I'm glad. How long did it take? When did he get back to cutting boards again? You know what you need to get him? I've heard that if you get, like, I think it's chainmail or it's certain types of special gloves that you'll get that will prevent you from cutting yourself. That's what he needs. Might want to get him that for Christmas. Oh, good. Everything is staying dead. That works perfectly for me. Yeah, I don't know how much they are. They probably don't cost a huge amount, but they are protective gloves, so I don't know. Knowing if your grandfather is that stubborn, you may actually want to get him a lot sooner than that because he may end up cutting some more boards between now and Christmas. Which reminds me, I need to put in my leave time for work for Christmas, too. I was talking to Tanya about that yesterday, and she already put in for it. Basically, we'll just be taking off a week, because we'll be having 2 weekends added to it, back-to-back, obviously. So we go see my folks for Christmas, but we also have to check with her folks, too, to see what they're going to be doing for Christmas, too. So we can attend both. And speaking of which, besides just streaming this, whenever the frickin' new DLC comes out for Outer Worlds, it's like $15 for like 8 to 10 hours of content, I guess, depending on how you play it. Knowing me, I like to explore a lot. It may take me longer, but I love the Outer Worlds so much, and the DLC actually starts like after you get off the first planet, but I have a completed save file or like a save file right before the end, the ending battle or ending whatever it was, or final decision or whatever that was supposed to make. So I'll definitely be able to do it because I had checked that today to make sure that I had it.
Sure, I'm proud. Aren't I Warsworn?
I wanted to get that today, but I thought it was going to be out at midnight last night, and it wasn't, and it still isn't on the PlayStation Store, and I don't know if it's already out on PC or what, or if it's out on the Xbox One yet with the DLC or whatever, but that's definitely something that I want to get, because I love that game so much that I'm like, yeah, when I ended up seeing some reviews on it, it got some good reviews, so I'm like, yeah, I'm definitely going to grab that up. Plus, I get paid this Friday too, so.
On the board by the entrance. Work hard as a hireling. Prove yourself able.
It's called Peril on Gorgon.
Oh yes, from overgrown thicket, was it? Normally, that sort of thing is beneath even contract work. But these days, if the payer has enough coin to spare, it on with you.
Yeah, she was talking to me about that. Actually, she was thinking about her being able to take get some scheduled time off for her to be off from work and going to do that. I don't know when exactly, but then again with me, I may or may not be able to join up because I would depend on when she would do it, because she can get off work a heck of a lot easier and faster than I can, because I got to put my stuff in like anywhere between a month to 3 months in advance, anywhere in between that time frame. That's why I need to go ahead and do the Christmas thing now. I mean, I know they're going to be closed on Christmas Day. It feels good actually being able to work for a place that's going to be closed on certain holidays. You know, freaking hospitals open 24/7, and there's always conflicts with scheduling and all that crap. I'm glad I'm not in that crap anymore. Working in environmental services, doing the same shit, low-ass pay, working for dumb-ass people who don't give a shit about you but themselves. Bunch of brown-nosing motherfuckers. Anyway, sorry. Well, I know. I mean, it's perfectly fine. I told her, I mean, I just mentioned it to her, and I told her, I said, I'm all for you being able to go and see him and hang out with him and all that. But knowing me, I'm going to want her to call me every hour she's out on the road, even though it's just a 4-hour drive. But, I mean, somebody's got to look after Loki. you know? I mean, we can't take him there with us, and I'd also mention the fact that, well, if I was there, I know the cats would be down in the basement. But Tanya being there, she's not allergic to cats. She's had cats in the house, out of the house, so that obviously doesn't bother her.
The scent of water. Fate, this does not escape me. I now go to the wilds, rejoin my pack. Now I shall drink deep of this potion.
Oh yeah, that's right. He was a wolf. I forgot about that, I think. Or maybe he just transformed into a wolf. I don't know if it turned him back to his original form or what it was. I can't remember. I can't remember stuff and things. Ah, I see. I gotcha. Gosh, what was it? What was supposed to take me to the next area? Oh, Arden's hut. Crap. Let me fast travel to here to go down there, so I don't have to run as far. Anyways, I'm actually glad to get back into playing this again. It's definitely one of my favorite games on the previous generation, and being able to, you know, experience again, even though it's not super, you know, eye-melting, mind-blowing or whatever. Still good, nonetheless. Especially the fact that I get to stream it a heck of a lot easier now. Okay, now I get down and go down that path to go down there to that hut. Yeah, it's actually been getting slightly cooler at night and slightly cooler in the mornings here lately, which kind of surprised me. But just slightly, you know. Pretty much still been hot for the most part during the days, but it's a gradual kind of thing. Clint! Greetings! Hello from Arkansas. Welcome, Arkansas. How goes it, Arkansas? How are you on this lovely day, Arkansas? Never been to Arkansas. I've only been to a few states in my life, but my fiance, on the other hand, has been to more states than I have. Yeah, colder weather at night's always really good. I mean, it's good during the day, too. Obviously, with it being at night, it's going to be colder because the sun isn't out, you know, giving off whatever warmth that it can during that season. But just like I told you before, I always enjoy the stillness when it's cold, the quiet when it's cold, the dead silence.
You're not at all what I expected to find here.
This is the girl that, she's the one that the statue and like the collector's edition is based off of, but obviously I didn't get that. It does look cool though. I'm glad to see somebody actually be able to unbox it. How's the remaster? Doesn't look much different than the original, and honestly, man, you're right. It doesn't look much different. There's some higher res textures. It runs at 60 frames per second. They actually ended up putting in a field of view thing, so it helps with the camera issues from the previous version where everything isn't so zoomed in. You can zoom the camera out. You can put the depth of field out. I tried it all. I was like experimenting with it. If you lift the camera all the way up and put the depth of field way out, you'll see like all the environment around you and a little teeny tiny version of yourself all the way down on the ground. But when you spin that camera around, if you have motion sickness, you might not want to do it. Because I did it and my eyes went kind of wonky. I don't have motion sickness, but when I saw that, when everything was blurring around me, I was like, whoa, oh Jesus. Wait a minute.
I trailed a band of Tuatha to this place. I was hoping his corpse would give me an idea. Now I know. They were hoping to find you.
Yeah, I got my 95% on. I don't need to level that up anymore for a while. I'm going to go back to doing this again.
Knowing you, you're definite, but something tells
instead
me
of the other choices at the moment.
Yourself. Don't you remember me? I've no time for introductions now. But I'm certain that we'll see one another again.
But, I mean, the thing is, though, is that the game has all of the DLC, every bit of the DLC that came out for it. So there is that. I mean, yeah, it is good to be able to go back and experience it all again. I hadn't played it in so long. Go back and re-experience the DLC again. Try out some other choices that I hadn't made in a long while. Stuff like that. When was time to talk about gracing us and what they want? Well, I mean, we're just right next door to you, well, in terms of states. Yeah, well, she did actually talk about this weekend about, like, I think I might. She said she was talking about work, and she's like, I was thinking about taking Thursday and Friday off and then leaving Friday and then coming back Sunday or leaving Thursday. I don't know. I talked to her about it today, so she's still trying to decide on that. She's tired of being stuck in the house, too, which is understandable. I told her, I said, we can always plan to go out somewhere. I said, but if you want to, I said, so be it. I said, but that's entirely up to you.
How did this happen?
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
If so, then I sure didn't. I was hoping to avoid this, but I think I'm going to have to take you to Dela. It's a sacred place to we fate weavers. I was hoping Arden could take you, but I guess it comes down to me. No, we go. I'll meet you there. This is twice now I've buried the bodies left in your wake.
Well, it's not my fault, dude. People just killing each other left and right. Some things I don't really remember in this. Of course, he is a fate weaver. So, yeah, I could unbind my destiny and go back, but I really don't want to do that right now. I really don't.
Before his time, but I can't imagine many tears will be shed for him. You tell enough few under the Delac ruins in Etendir.
Yeah, exactly.
Power. It's where the Fate Weaver Order was founded. But no one has been there. Everyone thinks the immortal Fae are enigmas. The Fae are simple, far simpler than mortals. They never change. Even when their bodies die, they reform again. Often the warm and welcoming Fae of the Summer Court. You'd hardly realize the Tawatha are the same sort of creature. I was hoping it wouldn't come to this, but we're going to have to go to Dela. Get going. I'll meet you there.
Let's see here. Yeah, to get things all situated and whatnot, it's totally understandable. But I don't know. She'll let me know. I mean, if by chance she did happen to go, it's like I said, you know, I technically probably could call out of work, you know, for at least one day or whatever, and if we left on Friday and then come back Sunday, but I'm just like, yeah, I don't know. That would be, because I don't have any PTO hours, so, you know, I wouldn't be able to make up for that day of missing it. I would just miss it altogether. So, if by chance she did, I would just do the same thing I always do. Although I would make sure I would take Loki to the park over the weekend and heck, I would go out and do grocery shopping and whatnot. Yeah. Regardless, she'll do it at some point, but can't force that yet. I don't want to enforce that yet. Oh, penis. Ah, penis. Penis! Wait a second. Where's the inventory of the items? Here's one thing that kind of gets to me too. In this version, when you try to go and read certain things, it takes a certain amount of time for it to load up. I don't think it ever did that in the other version, which is strange, to say the least. And your inventory is so small in this too. I mean, you can upgrade it as time wears on. I ended up buying a backpack before I ended up leaving out of the first village, and there's a lot of items that you'll get at this specific chest that's in town that they actually put there as a bunch of DLC items, which I think is funny because I believe
the God King fostered
I'll do it after this.
The mortals heeded his wisdom. The Fae followed his spirit. He linked the natural with the divine and became a nature unto himself.
Hey, babies.
He knew the lives of elf, human, gnome, and all people. He showed the Fae these words and ways. He united the Oath clans. As the meadow grows into woodland, so did Issa grow the court of summer.
And basically all that is a bunch of, like, it's a bunch of storytelling, but it seems like it's also like a bunch of poems too, but it gets you XP for you finding them around in the environment. Anyways. I forgot what I was going to say earlier. Why is it taking so long to kill these things when they're not even... They're weaker than I am. They're colored white. They aren't like green or purple or red or anything like that in terms of their toughness. Need consumables. See, that just zoomed right in. I don't know why I'm breaking through these things. I mean, every once in a while, yeah, you'd find some gold, but I gotta get my thingy up for detected. And welcome back. Never knew you left. Oh wait, yeah, you did. You went to go take care of your dog. How'd you handle that situation? I think that was one of the things that kind of bogged the game down for me a little bit, was when I didn't have that detect hidden skill leveled up some. Just breaking a whole bunch of stuff the whole frickin' time just got kind of boring. Because I wasn't getting anything out of it. Gotta go to sleep. School is so epic. Such wow. Yes. Such wow indeed. Well, I appreciate you coming to this stream, man. Much obliged. I hope everything ended up going okay with the dog. And, I reckon I'll check you later then. Later, Tater. Wait a minute, I was already at... No, I was not. I kinda got wrapped around there. Mother of mercy. I do remember this, though. Of course I would, why wouldn't I?
I'll kill you all if I have to. Damn bog. Give me a moment. They're out in droves. I don't know why. Dydenhill's warden. That means he sees to things, keeps us safe. It's the
that voice sounds familiar.
Most don't die from it, but it can weaken a man. Dydenhill is a haven for those traveling from Gorehart to Galliford. Aside from the boggarts and blood plague, go somewhere safe. This is no place for this. Kester Barclay would know far better than me. He's in the town square. Talk to you later.
That would wrap up around that way, but I kind of want to see if there's any things to discover before I would run back over there to talk to him. I think down these little paths, there's always some type of little encounter that'll end up occurring. Like spiders or elemental spirits. It pretty much just ends up transferring you into a new area. But then again, even still, there's areas in the game where it will have to actually load you into another area, because it's not really open world, it's more like open hub world, really. See, something popped up there. Let's see here. Oops, I'm gonna take my pants off. Gonna have a party. Yay! We got some new thingies. We don't need this, we don't need this, don't need this and this and this. I don't want to have all this crap inside of my thing. Let's see. Oh, simple enough. Oh, wait a minute, okay. I think that... I really wish that there was music that was always playing the entire time, because it seems like it's just not, and I don't know why. Okay, we're back over there to him again, so I guess considering I'm over here, I'll just go ahead and run over towards this area before I warp back over there to go back to the previous area that I was in. Something very strange had happened earlier, or not today, but when I had last played this, it was like a couple days ago, whatever it was. I was running, but when I was running, like, my character was staggering, and yes, there's pop-in in the game, sadly. I think there was pop-in in the previous game. I think one reason why it does that is because of the fact that you can zoom the camera out. Let me actually show you guys how far this thing can actually go. Where is it? Okay, that's good. I know exactly where I need to have these things then. Watch this. Wee doggies. Okay, yeah, you see? You see how far out that is? And it really kind of makes me think, did it do that to show you a lot more, or did it just kind of shrink you in the process? Because it looks like it kind of shrunk you as well, which is crazy to think of. It really does seem that way to me. Sometimes you can end up going inside of these areas and find items hidden around areas, like right here, for example. I think I found a lock for that. Yeah, exactly. It's a perspective thing. Exactly. Well, I guess I could try this and see how it goes for me. 1, 2. Damn it! Well, screw it. You failed to dispel the ward. No shit. I'll take this anyways, even though I'm not going to use it. I can't stand really slow weapons in games. I don't have the patience for them. I'm too twitchy when it comes to my attacking, I guess you could say. Let's see. And of course you could zoom it all the way in too if you wanted. I'm going to get up off of this though, because it's kind of making me just slightly wonky. Good thing I had one all the way up and the other one all the way down, so that definitely helps. Yeah. I think this is kind of a better perspective anyways. Let's see here. And that's just with the camera all the way up and the perspective obviously pulled all the way out. So that's as high up as you can get. Definitely helps with trying to see everything, but I'm glad that they had included something like this with the camera, because that was probably the only problem that I could think of in the game that bothered me, was the camera in battle, like zooming around, flipping in and out, going crazy during some battles. You couldn't see what the hell to do. You know, it was aggravating. I don't want to deal with that. I mean, you could, but you kind of had to dodge around a good bit, especially when you were dealing with like larger enemies. I mean, it would zoom out like it should to a certain point, but not enough. There's really no reason for me to be doing any of this. Hello? Like, I don't even know why I even went there.
Reisberg Arms and Armors, blacksmithing on premise. Oh, it's Inga who's handy at the forge. She likes, by making the craft hall, Cora settled the land. The day I met Inga, she smoked me in the heart.
Did she now? Anyways, oh, blacksmith supplies. Oh, that's cool. I did have to put them all in a thing. I need to, hello? There's like a home you can get. I think there's like a few different homes you can get in the game. To like change how you look. You have a storage chest there. Yeah, I think you also have a place to rest. There's also like other houses that you could get that have like all the crafting areas that you can go to. So
it was my dream to gather all. We're known all throughout Allentown. A village like Didenhill needs a man like Custer to. He handles the sales of weapon and armor. Our doors are all.
Anyways, I actually had recently been playing the DLC for Spider-Man. I was thinking, well, maybe I could just use Tanya's DLC, you know, I'll just log in with her account and use hers, but then we'd have to probably switch my PS4 or her PS4 as being primary, and then log into each other's account, and so on and so forth, and just bunch of craziness. So I just went ahead and got the season pass for like $12 and some cent. I've got through the first part of DLC, you know, not doing all the side stuff that's in it, which isn't too much, and now I'm on the second part, and I swear, dude, I can't stand Black Cat. She's just like a manipulative bitch, and I'm just like, I don't even want to see her anymore in the game. But apparently I will.
The malicious store of potions has been used. Now it's up to me to resupply reagents. And what? You mean Oleander's gone and got himself killed? She's the head and the heart of the craft hall, where we crafters work and mostly live. Didenhill's warden and war hero. Best thing, I can manage a crude our biggest so it's fire potions. Makes sense, doesn't it? Wooden little. You do seem tinder twigs often in that cave-like path. Tinder twig, which is easiest found.
And anyways, Spider-Man in the game seems like such a simp to me, dude. Like he's just pussy whipped or something with the way that he acts around Black Cat, and then he's dealing with like Mary Jane as well. And I'm just like, dude, why in the hell they have to like treat Spider-Man like that with him being that way? I'm like, really? And the thing is though, is like with what goes on with him and Black Cat in the DLC, you don't. I mean, obviously, I guess if you ended up reading the comics or something, I guess whatever he ended up having to do with Black Cat in the comics shows up in the game, and I'm like, this doesn't make any sense to me. Why is this happening? How did this happen? You know, and I mean, obviously, I don't want to spoil anything, but still, I'm just like, dude. I'm like, quit being a pussy, Spider-Man. But anyways, what time is it? Yeah, exactly. That's what I was finding out about in the DLC. I'm like, I don't ever remember that happening in the base game, but I don't know. It probably would have been okay if they kind of went a little bit more into detail before actually revealing what they revealed in the game. Yeah, it's like he's really good in the base game and whatnot. I don't have any problem with him like that, and I know that he's supposed to be a mild-mannered, you know, freshman college kid, I think, or whatever, fresh out of high school or whatever, but it's it's like you kind of went a little too far with it, I think, when dealing with Black Cat. And then you also got Mary Jane here, and he's like, oh, I don't know what to do. I shouldn't have said this. I shouldn't have said that. But oh my God, I want to be around Black Cat and help her out, even though she's being a manipulative bitch and conning me like the cunt that she is. And I still like it because I'm a glutton for punishment. And Mary Jane's over here like, oh, okay, did you now? Okay, you know, just all this
We're simple people here.
craziness.
I grew up here. When I got back, I was the toast of the top. That boy needs to rest. He's got... Yes, that's it. Normally, the things keep to themselves. Looks like some joke. I can't. But as you've been running low, more should have arrived this morning. You're either brave or a fool. All right. Travel north to the Boggart's lair and our own healer. If you think you can be of any help, you most likely find lumbering. Why they came to Glendara is...
It doesn't surprise me. I mean, she is a thief, so...
Can't allow them to run around uncoils. A while back, don't know what the Jotun were looking for, or if they've driving the Jotun. Of course, Astrid Frisk could probably use... Please, hurry.
Some people may end up seeing this stream like, why in the world are you zooming through everything? Well, not technically. I'm not trying to, but I know so much about what's happened previously.
Out of Plague Shield. There's nothing normally I'd say it's not only half the village has it now. And lumpkins, oaths, and I suppose they all mean well. Only thing for treating the blood plague. Few indeed. It treats the blood plague, which almost all have died here sick with just good, because the whole village go up the road through Glendara Wood that leads. Well, Brother Fallon should have it, but then he should have on with you. Get.
Hey, Loki. Your mama must be in the bathroom. That's why you're running up over here to me, right? Because you always got to be around somebody. Always got to be around somebody. Sweetheart, I only have 2 arms here.
This is the 3 lamps. Plague's put my... We've had our plague shield, and well, so far, he's sick. And while he is, I can make this... Oh, he looked so fine the day he marked. Best cup of ale and cut of roast and all done. Great. We've an open room, if you've gold to suit yourself.
No, I want to get my own home, so I don't have to worry about paying for any of this stuff, that's why. Which shouldn't be too far off, last I remember. Oh, well, that ain't gonna work now, is it? Screw your barrels. It's like, yeah, we don't want you to steal from us, but go ahead and just destroy everything in our tavern. So what's this, like the mandolin version of the main theme? That's what it sounds like. I guess that's a mandolin. It's some kind of guitar. I think I'd already had been all throughout this area. Everywhere that I feel like I really need to be. Okay. His banjos were paddling faster. Yeah, exactly. Another thing that I kind of wish they ended up doing something in this, I don't really think that, I don't believe that the loading times were longer or shorter in the previous version. I'm not really sure, but I kind of feel like with a previous generation game like this, that they should have at least been able to increase the loading times as well. I mean, which doesn't obviously seem like they've done. And I don't know, it just really, even though it's a great game in its own right, there's a lot that they could have ended up doing with the remaster instead of just being like, we're going to spruce up the graphics a little bit, make a few tweaks here and there, add all the DLC, and then just poop it out onto PC and consoles, you know. Speaking of which, for PC, it makes no freaking sense. If you already have the game on PC, like on Steam, they give you like a 50% discount, which is no freaking reason whatsoever for you to spend like, what, 16 bucks or whatever it is on this thing, because there isn't anything worthwhile to be able to get it on that platform. There's not, I guess, besides like the field of view and depth of field sliders or whatever. That's one thing, although knowing it's PC, I figured they would have already had that on there in the first place. I don't know if they have or not. I don't believe they have. No kidding. Tell me something I don't know. Well, anyways, folks, I think I'm going to go ahead and end the stream here. I need to get some things situated before I have to head to work within a couple hours or so, or 3 hours, actually. So I appreciate everybody coming out of the stream, and I'll probably be back on again tomorrow streaming this. I'm just going to go ahead and end up saving here for the simple fact of doing it, even though it auto-saves itself. But anyways, I appreciate everybody else coming out, and hopefully I'll be back on again tomorrow, and I shall end this like I always do. Later, taters. Raining cats and dogs here. We'll see what I do on streams later. Excellent. Awesome. If by chance you can possibly do it at 9 o'clock, then I'll be in the stream. Otherwise, I'll just get in there when I can, because that's when the store closes. So, anyways. But, yeah. Check y'all later. Later, taters, and all that lovely, lovely stuff. Bow, 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 bow.